And then also I spoke to you about the project, I think, which I can announce yet somehow, that I'm making, or not really making, but I have a contract, I would say, with a company, and we are making, or they are making, a folding knife with me in collaboration.
Oh, hell yeah. That sounds exciting.
It is. It is. And it should come out end of the year, but not sure.
That's super quick. That's super quick. I heard that designs come like in 2-year cycles when you give them a design, and they still need to work out the details.
We already have like a plan and everything, so that should work out. Now we just have to finalize all the details on how it works. We have a rough design, and then we are planning out this, I think, this month or so. I have to get in contact with the designer to speak about the final details, if everything can work out like that, and if I like how he designed it. And then everything can start up and getting prototypes printed, because we're also doing like 3D prints out of plastic to see and feel how the knife works, and then we can send it off, and then it's getting made.
Is it like, I don't know how much I can ask about it, but is it like I will try and poke it, is it like a collaboration with that company, or the designer is a technical designer who helps with the actual assembly of the mechanics of all of it?
So he knows everything about folding knives, because I'm a total noob in folding knives. I only know what like a flipper is, and that's it. And maybe a frame lock. So I gave them like a rough sketching on how I would like to have the knife look, and then they're designing around that, and then we have to see if everything works out like that, or maybe we probably have to do some small changes, because we're taking one of my fixed blades and turning this knife into a folding knife, and then sometimes you just have to do some changes because of the size and where the pivot is and everything. So maybe you have to enlarge in some parts and adding like the flipper and everything. So it won't look as like a one-to-one to like the fixed blade, but it will be super, super similar. And now we're just working out the details, and then everything should be fine.
You know how they say, the devil is in the details. So I guess you have
but
to...
But we have a really cool guy on our hands. He is like an expert in 3D printing. So we can have the design ready, and then we can 3D print it, and then we're getting like a prototype made, and then everything should be really great. I've seen some folding knives from this dude, and he makes incredible folding knives, and then everything gets sent off to the company that actually produces all the knives then in the end.
Is the designer German?
No, he's a Spanish guy.
Spanish
like
guy.
I can talk about like who the company is. It is Bassett Knives.
Mm-hmm.
And they're already working with UG Tools from the German company. They're having a collaboration, and now we are working on a collaboration as well. And they have like a lot of folding knives already, fixed blades, and all that kind of stuff. So now we're actually working on that. So I have to get in contact with the designer. I met him on Saturday. We spoke about it, and now we just have to write us and then see where we go from there. So it should work out, hopefully, this year, but we'll see. A good estimation would be end of this year, but I'm probably guessing beginning of next year.
Yeah,
just
that
don't want to keep my
optimistic.
hopes up too high, and then in the end, it's getting delayed. Maybe you never know what happens, so we'll see what happens. But I'm super excited about this folding knife, because a lot of guys ask me about a folding knife, But I said I never want to build myself folding knives in my workshop. I always want to have one, but I want to get it produced. And now I got the chance with the company together to make that happen.
Oh, while Keith is muted and is getting fucked in the ass by his boss because he crashed today, I guess we can do a proper takeover of this podcast, Hopefully
so now
it
we are
comes
the
out.
hosts.
Exactly. Hopefully you are now one of the two hosts of the show.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Am I Matt now?
Yeah, you can be whoever you want. You can be
Matt
Keith.
I'm Matt Works now.
Yeah, Matt works. Fryer works, actually. Yeah. So
Wifey works.
This collaboration sounds like a pretty big deal. Like, there will be a folder with your name on it in some sort. Are there any strings attached to it? Like, you cannot yourself produce this design, or licensing deals that you have to keep into account?
Yes. So I also have another contract with another company, and they're saying, like, if I give them my design, I can still produce the knife. They also want to have me produce that knife for like a fixed blade, because I have also 2 contracts now for 2 fixed blades with another company. And
Ooh.
I've asked them, and they want me to still make that knife, because it's going to be like the budget version of that. And I'm still making the handmade version of that. So if someone wants to spend like $250 to $300 because they want the handmade version, then they can still buy it from me. Or if they want to go the budget route, they can still buy this knife then. So they are still saying, like, yep, you can still make that. So that's mostly the case with those contracts. And with the folding knife, the thing is, I could make it, but I don't see the reason behind it, because then I would have to make like a lot of changes, because with the folding knife, if I would just produce it, it would like be triple the cost if I would handmade it. The only thing what I will probably do is I will have some folding knives, and then I will customize those produced folding knives with like Cerakote finishes and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to like customize them and then putting them on my website.
You can add some jazz to them and be more custom. But I feel like me and you, we are in a very similar spot of doing a